Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be talking about Doris Day and her favorite beauty products that you can still buy today. So Doris Day was born on April 3rd, 1922 and passed away recently on May 13th, 2019. She was an American actress, singer, and animal welfare activist. She began her career as a big band singer in 1939, achieving commercial success in 1945 with two #1 recordings, Sentimental Journey and My Dreams Are Getting Better All the Time. She then began a solo career and recorded more than 650 songs from 1947 to 1967. Day's film career began during the later years of the golden age of Hollywood with the film Romance on High Seas from 1948, leading to a 20-year career as a motion picture actress. Her best-known films are the ones where she co-starred along Rock Hudson, including 1959's Pillow Talk, which was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress. She also starred alongside Kirk Douglas, Lauren Bacall, Jack Lemmon, Frank Sinatra, Clark Gable, and Cary Grant, to name a few. After ending her film career in 1968, only briefly removed from the height of her popularity, she starred in her own sitcom called The Doris Day Show, and this aired from 1968 to 1973. So it was interesting trying to look up information about Doris Day. It was actually pretty challenging to find out which beauty products she used. I really had to dive deep into the internet to find some information. And in her autobiography, Doris Day, Her Own Story, Day said that once a month she would cover her body with Vaseline before she went to bed to soften her skin. She would then put on gloves, socks, and pajamas and would make sure the Vaseline stayed on her skin and didn't get all over her bed. And I did find some vintage ads with Doris Day showcasing Lux Toilet Soap, and there's no guarantee that she used this brand, but I thought it was interesting to find her in these ads. And this brand is from 1899 and showcased in the United States in 1925. And I kept looking and looking for beauty products, and I did, however, find out that she used Revlon Moon Drops, and the shade that she used for more than 40 years was number 708 Apple Polish Lipstick, but apparently that one is discontinued. But I have a few other Revlon Moon Drops, which are all very nice colors. And the Moon Drops line by Revlon was introduced in the 1960s, and they became very popular because of the matching nail polishes as well. And Doris Day was quite a connoisseur when it came to perfumes. She had quite a large collection, and I found all of these perfumes on her estate that was at auction, and the list is quite large. So the first perfume that I saw at auction was Youth-Dew, and this is by Estee Lauder, and this one was released in 1953 when Estee Lauder created a bath oil that doubled as a skin perfume. So this is a really classic fragrance. It's quite heavy and strong. I recommend almost spraying it into the air and walking through it. It takes a while to get used to it, but it is a very classic and iconic fragrance from the 1950s. She also loved Nina Ricci's L'Air du Temps, and this perfume is from 1948. And it's a really nice fragrance that's kind of fresh smelling and kind of reminds me of the 1950s, but it is really fresh and classic. It's not as overpowering as Youth-Dew. And another perfume that she liked is Shalimar, and this one, it was created in 1921 by Guerlain, and then it was released in Paris in 1925. And this is kind of like a dark smoky fragrance. It was really popular in the 20s and was worn by flappers, and it's very classic and timeless and still holds strong today. It's one of my favorite perfumes from the 20th century. Another interesting perfume on the list is Sophia by Coty, and this fragrance is inspired by the famous Sophia Loren, and it's like an iconic feminine and graceful fragrance. And this perfume is oriental floral, similar to Youth-Dew and Shalimar, and it has dominant notes of jasmine and rose. And this one was launched in 1980. The last perfume that she loved was Miss Dior, and this one has been around since 1947, and this is kind of a classic feminine fragrance. It's one of my favorites from the 1940s going on early 50s. It's a lot easier to take in than Youth-Dew in my opinion. It's very fresh and light, and it really adjusts nicely on your skin. It's really fresh and light, and it really adjusts nicely on your skin and isn't too overpowering. And it's such an iconic fragrance because it really represents Dior's new look that came out in 1947. And as you can see, she definitely loved perfume because she has quite an extensive collection. So I'm going to try on her Lux Toilet Soap and wash my face with it and see how that goes. And then I'm going to try her technique and put Vaseline all over my face and let it soak in for a bit and see how it moisturizes my skin. Alright, so I'm going to try some of her favorite products. So apparently she used Lux soap, and I know this probably isn't the same formula as the one she used, but I'm going to go ahead and try washing my face with it and see how it goes and how it compares to other soaps. So let's do a nice lather and try out this Lux soap. Honestly, it's kind of stinging my eyes right now. I feel like back in the day it was used for washing your face, but now I'm having a feeling not so much. It's more for your body. But I wanted to try it for the sake of this video. And Doris Day was obsessed with Vaseline, and apparently once a week she coated her whole body in Vaseline. So I'm going to go ahead and put a thick layer of Vaseline on my face and let it sit for a bit and see how it goes. I've never applied it to my whole face. I've used it as like a lip chap. When I did theater when I was younger, we used to put it on before we put on our makeup. It also works well as at removing makeup. But this is weird. It really goes on thick. It's kind of a strange texture. I mean, I guess I could see how it would lock in moisture. I just can't imagine covering my whole body in Vaseline and then sleeping with it at night, but hey, maybe there's something to it. It seems like a lot of old Hollywood movie stars loved Vaseline, so I'm just gonna continue to apply it to my skin and see what happens. I have a feeling my skin will look very moisturized and fresh once I remove it, so let's see what happens. I honestly don't necessarily like the smell of Vaseline. It kind of has a really synthetic scent to it. So now my Vaseline is nice and thick on my face. I'm gonna leave it on for maybe 10 minutes and wash it off and see how it goes and see if my face feels moisturized. So this is Doris Day's beauty secret, is thick Vaseline on her face. So my makeup is all done, and I did notice the Vaseline made my skin quite moisturized. I remember seeing little droplets. There's almost like a barrier that locked in the moisture. It really took a while to kind of get it off of my skin. I'm not sure if I'd use it on a regular basis, but I guess I could see how it would work if you had dry skin, especially in the winter. Or it would work really well as a barrier cream, especially if you were, let's say, outdoors for long periods of time and there were high winds. And today I am wearing the Elizabeth shade from Vintage Doll Cosmetics. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've tried any of these products in the comments below. Alright, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!